got the festivities started. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Line gets set, first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. And the Aztecs are in the hurry-up. On second down, looking again to throw. Finds his man. It's Mendoza. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. He'll keep it himself. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Quarterbacks like this are what makes college football so special today. It seems like we see these unbelievably athletic quarterbacks all across the country, week in and week out, making plays like this. Guys that are true dual threats, that can hurt you not only throwing it, but can hurt you running it as well.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Takes the handoff. It's Sutton. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
The Aztecs are on the move. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Still, but now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wide out in motion. Running back searching for a hole. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Lofts one high and deep. Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line.
This offense knew coming into this game it was not going to be easy throwing against this defense. They're at the top of virtually every major statistical category when it comes to pass D, and the quarterback just found out the hard way, throwing a pick on the opening drive.
1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Power football with the run. Spins away from the defense. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively. Their third down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Unloads to the wideout. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
What a great job by this defense. You get third down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, fourth down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
They get him on the ground. He picked up about 4 yards, and the ball spotted at the 10. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Here we go. Hand off from the shotgun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And the Aztecs moving quickly to the line. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Texas A&M is on top right now, but kind of fittingly for the First Lady of Aggie Land, Reveille, this has been a dogfight today. They're up by 4 over Iowa. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Oh, what a grab by the defense. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, San Diego State.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Marshall quick to the line. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the catch past the sticks. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unleashes one deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
From the gun to give, looking for room. Headed to the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
They'll try to blast their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurd!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Mitchell. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now, holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. He's looking to throw it, trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Aztecs want to pick up the tempo. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Got it behind the line. It's Sutton. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. So now on comes the field goal unit. And he'll line this one up from 53 yards out and try to bang it through. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. Quarterback checking the play. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And it's going to be batted First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Got a man. It's Jones. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On second down, they'll take to the air. Going for it all. And he's got it at the 30. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll throw it on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Mays. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Throws toward the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Can't complete the long throw in the... field on 4th down.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They try to pop a run on the draw. It's loose. Now the defense has got it going the other way. And they'll get him down after a solid return. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. Between the uprights, it's good. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Aztecs will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the...
He's off to the races. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He's going to pass. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Well, the quarterback had the matchup he wanted. His big tight end with that wingspan working against that defender in the end zone. Man, that QB will take that matchup all day.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. UNLV was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Vegas. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Aztecs want to crank the tempo.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season. They have put the clamps down on this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. He'll pull it down. On the move at the 30. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a 1st down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll go right back to it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's going to run it. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down. And the Aztecs have their offense in high gear.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the 1st down. Just so hard to defend.
Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the marker.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Aztecs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Aztecs come to the line in the hurry-up. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 20, he's got space. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Quick pass on the fly motion. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs!
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Pulled and finds his man on the left. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
On the ground, it's Turner. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Marshall! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
So much for the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays. for any team, if they're having this much success on the ground, it starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
The Aztecs headed quickly to the line. The give to the back. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Quick tempo here for the offense. He's looking for a man on second down. He'll throw it. Got his man on the right. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. And the Aztecs have it with a 1st and 10. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On second down, he's looking downfield. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. A shot toward the end zone. And the ball is intercepted. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
DBs will try to keep everything in front. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. Got some room to run. Touchdown, San Diego State. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play of the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled.
Got a lot of running room. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the 1st down, stops the clock, and has them on the move, trying to get the late score. Looking to move it through the air. Release to the back. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Offense threatening. 1st and 10 from the 31. He's going to pass. Fires left. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
After the misfire, now on second down. Defense playing a bail technique. He's looking for an open man on second down. He's going to let it go. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
And if you're on defense now, you know what's coming next. They're going to be throwing the ball down into the end zone. A field goal does them no good. You've got to have something lined up on the back end. Get some guys that can swat this football away.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking for the end zone. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close